Hey, you, if you're scrolling this video, just wait 1 second. Give me 1 second, okay? Are you there with me? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, beautiful people, everybody, welcome to the series of interviews. Today I have a real special guest. First of all, today is bank holiday in UK, and my guest and my friend is from California, and today in America it's Memorial Day. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the unique, marvelous, wonderful, outstanding Shiny from LA. Hello, Shiny.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Moses.
All right. So we are going to go ahead with our series of interviews. And today, because it's bank holiday, I'm casual. My guest is casual. So here
Yep.
we go. You love our hearts, so it doesn't matter how we are dressed because you're going to give some value, answer some questions, and probably clarify some things you may have in your mind. And obviously, we're on a mission to empower people. Okay. So today I have Shiny. And Shiny, I want to ask quickly a question because our audience is wondering who is Shiny, for those who don't know who you are. So my question is this: who is Shiny, and what business are you really in, Shiny?
Shiny is a very deep soul on a purpose who named herself Shiny because that is her life purpose, to make people shine, to enlighten them, to elevate the consciousness, because she experienced her own awakening and then she understands how valuable that is in a human being's life. She was born and raised in a small town in Turkey, and now she is living her dream life in Los Angeles, California.
Wow.
And what business is she really in? She is in the business of making people become more and achieve more. That is the business I'm in.
Making people become more and achieve more.
Yes.
Oh, sounds quite deep and sounds quite complicated.
It's not that complicated. It is deep. It is true. Not that complicated. When you have the structure, when you have the elements, when you have the content, and when you have the heart and mind for it, it's so easy. And I've been doing it for so many years. It is just a blessing that I get to do it.
Oh, that's great. But just clarified for our audience. Are you kind of a therapist, a psychologist? What are you?
So I am not a therapist. I am not a psychologist. I am actually a metaphysical psychologist, but I don't practice that. I use it in my trainings. I am a trainer. I am someone who is on a mission to educate the mind and the heart of humanity. So what I do for the world is I created my own program that I called Neuroshine Technology. And in this technology, I teach people something very, very unique, especially the ones who are watching us who have experienced some sort of Tony Robbins. So Tony Robbins, as you know, as we love him so much, he uses something called neurolinguistic programming, NLP. Yeah, Moses? So
Yes.
what I provide in my Neuroshine Technology trainings is the content and the certification of neurolinguistic programming. Because on my way up to living my dream life, I have gone through a lot of trainings, a lot of seminars, and a lot of education. And neurolinguistic programming was just one of them. Back in 2011, I studied with the co-creator of neurolinguistic programming, Dr. Richard Bandler. And so I am a licensed trainer of neurolinguistic programming, which allows me and gives me the authority to not only give the content and train, but also certify practitioners and master practitioners of neurolinguistic programming. So it's one part of my Neuroshine Technology. The other part is that I'm actually using neurolinguistic programming to study what makes us so unique. Where are those thoughts coming from? Do you really believe in what you're saying? So I use NLP to study being, and that actually led me to a way of coaching. So I also went through a lot of coach trainings. I'm a certified coach myself. And so I have been also coaching people for more than 3,000 hours so far. And so I am using NLP to also develop coaches in my neuroscience technology training. Not only develop the skills that a coach would need, but also, again, give them the certification, give them the high level, international coach federation standards approved certification. And that way, when they come to learn NLP, they are not limited by the content. They are actually practicing it immediately in the classroom with their classmates and peer coaches. They practice it on each other and they see the imaginate, like it's like the magical, like unimaginable, unbelievable. It's like miracle. It's like magic. It just happens. We just go through so many breakthroughs in the room. So that's what I love, to be able to teach NLP and let them apply it, practice it immediately, so that we have this miraculous and magical moments of
Kind of
breakthrough.
massive action that Tony talks all the time.
Absolutely, immediately.
That's great. That's great. And another question that I think our audience would like to know is, it looks like kind of a long journey that you had in your life from where you came from, and then from now living your dream life. But it hasn't been always like this. Okay. So my question is this: what has been the biggest obstacle that you had in this journey, and how did you overcome it?
Wow. So many challenges, Moses. To be really honest, I trained my brain not to think about the negativity, because that's what I am committed. That's why I named myself Shiny, right? I just programmed myself to be the good news, to be the shining, the positive news. And so when you ask that question, I really need to think. And it's actually very obvious. First of all, I am a foreigner here in the United States. So my biggest challenge when I came to Los Angeles was to become an American citizen, to fit in, even though I felt like, I was so different. Just think about the legal things, the visas and everything that you need to go through to legally make it happen here. That was a big challenge for me, even though I was one of the lucky ones that I got married very soon, and my dear husband actually allowed me to have my visa. And still it was very challenging. And especially after I found myself here, and I am thinking that, oh my God, all my life I have been living in Istanbul, my career, my professional life, before I started my business in training and coaching, I have been in marketing. So by the time I graduated in 2000 and I came to Los Angeles in 2010, I already have that 10 years of experience in the world of marketing, and all my network, all the people they know me, they are in Istanbul. And going back further, my network of friends who I have studied with, they're all from Ankara, the capital city of Turkey. And people, my high school friends, my dear childhood friends, they're all the way back in my hometown. So those are like very big challenges for me, because when I meet people today and they're like, oh, well, I was born and raised here, this is my, my home, and this is that, and this is my community. I'm like, oh my gosh, because I'm thinking how my life would have been if I had my childhood friends, my college friends, my networking professional world, the people that I worked with before I came here, like from scratch. So I came here in
there you go.
2010 to start a new life without knowing nobody. Like it was like 0 + 0 and 0.
You came out of your comfort zone.
It's serious. It was so hard. Nobody knows. You don't know anybody, and then they don't know you. It's more important that they need to know you than you know them.
Exactly.
it was so challenging to explain. Listen, I learned something. It's called neurolinguistic programming. It changed my life. That's why I'm here. And I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something with it. I kept talking like that. And the good news is, your challenges create your opportunities.
Exactly.
And so that biggest challenge for me, not having lived here and not having known anybody in this beautiful city of Los Angeles, that pushed me. That gave me the drive to really become someone. And so I knocked on a lot of doors. I took massive action. Like I needed to tell the world that I wanted to live in here in Los Angeles, hey, listen, I want you to know me, because I am going to create massive, massive value for the city, not only for the city, but for the world. And so I knocked on a lot of doors, and luckily in 2012, UCLA Extension, which was my school also when I was here as a student between 2004 and 2006, they said, you know what, you are our graduate, so what you got? And I said, well, I have something. It's called neurolinguistic programming. And I am just so thrilled that I changed my life with it. I would like to come and teach it as part of a program at UCLA Extension. And they were like, well, we can't let you do that. But if you can find a way to fit it in one of our catalog programs, then you're more than welcome to use any methodology. And so they offered me the course that I have been teaching since 2012, which is Leadership Communication Strategies. And as part of Leadership Communication Strategies at one of the biggest and most reputable universities in the whole world, UCLA, they have provided me the platform for me to share what I have learned, what I have experienced. And since 2010, since 2012, I've been doing it. So actually, every Thursday I go to UCLA to teach what
Congratulations. Congratulations. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And what do you really want to create in life and in business?
I want to create my legacy. So my life and my business, I don't separate them. They're one. So I'm a big believer in oneness. And so oneness is one of the biggest terms and biggest concepts that I use in my life, in my career, in my teachings and trainings. So as part of my legacy and what I want to create with my oneness, I created, right now, my creation is NeuroShine technology. And let me just give you a little bit of an explanation of what NeuroShine technology is. So first of all, NeuroShine is that aha moment when we realize, oh, I never thought it that way. You know, you have those moments, the aha moments. So that's what I call a NeuroShine moment. And I back it up with that star. So whenever somebody has an aha moment in my trainings, they're going to have a star on it so that it just is also an anchoring. And so you remind yourself that I learned something new, and that new learning has opened new space for me to create more, become more in my life. And so that's what the NeuroShine is. And so the NeuroShine technology is a thought technology, a study of being and becoming, a relationship model that helps you collect all of those NeuroShine moments so that you can create your new life based on unfolding, unlocking, unleashing who you truly are in your core. Because we are programmed, we are conditioned to think in a way from our upbringing, from our culture, from our society, parents, whatever that we have gone through. And if we never consciously visited those beliefs and values, they might not be serving us anymore. And if we never question them, we may never realize. If we never ask, hey, does this belief serve me right now? And if you never ask that, you will never have that NeuroShine moment. Maybe you're going to say, oh my God, that belief, for example, I'll give you an example.
Yeah, go ahead.
In my culture, in Turkish culture, So if a lady laughs so hard, so openly, you know, in the culture, it's not welcome more. And it's a belief of the society, right? So, but when I ask that question to myself, does this belief serve me? And I'm like, hell no. Like, what does that mean? It's just like limiting my being. I am a human being who's going to laugh and enjoy whoever I am and whatever that is going on. I'm just going to take it in. So that little example, for example, I know I don't own that belief. That gave me a neuroshine moment. And with that neuroshine moment, I went ahead and I asked more questions. So what else doesn't serve me anymore? What kind of beliefs don't make me become more anymore? So those are the questions that we need to ask. And that's what we ask in my trainings. So that by unfolding, unlocking, just like this part of you, it's just filled with a lot of stuff, and your brain too. So we need to like uncover them. And uncovering only happens by going there consciously, putting some conscious questions over there and blending it with whatever that is, your truth. And your truth is going to come out and lead you to your greatness. And it was a very, very long question, a long answer to your question, but
No problem.
this is what I want to create. I want to create conscious living. And that's why I created Neuroshine Technology. And I would like to have this legacy, just like next level NLP, because, you know, NLP has been just so effective and so amazing in this world, has changed many, many millions of lives, including myself. And now I put myself in NLP. I put coaching in it. I put quantum physics in it. I put metaphysics in it, positive psychology, leadership communication strategies, metaphysics, and like even emotional intelligence and some spiritual wisdom studies. This way, we are a little bit more expansive, and we understand what life is, and we understand what being is. And Neuroshine Technology provides that platform to really go deep within and become the soul. Like, before we are any roles, before you are a mother or a friend or anything, you are a human. And I want to go back to that, and I want to remind all of us that, hey, you are a human. You have a beautiful soul inside of you, and that consciousness, that conscious living is going to create much more in our life, in the world. So that's my legacy I'm gonna create.
That's great. That's great. And obviously, in this journey of life and in this journey of studies, you had some mentors, some invisible or visible coaches that supported you and helped you. We know for sure, I know for sure, because that's where we met. And that's
Yep.
where, oh, first of all, we met when Gary Vee was here and you were
Okay.
the MC last year.
Yeah.
But then we
Yeah.
had chance to talk and know each other better at UPW Unleash the Power Within with Tony
Mm-hmm.
Robbins. And
Mm-hmm.
as Tony Robbins being the major guru, not guru, the major coach,
Not guru.
the major trainer, has he impacted your life and your business?
Oh, of course. He is actually the biggest impact on me. I met Tony Robbins in 2011 when I went to UPW in Florida, Fort Lauderdale. That was my first time that I was exposed to anything like that from Tony Robbins. And after the second night, I'm not going to tell you what it is, you know, the second, like Saturday night, you know, that big breakthrough moment that we all experienced at UPW.
Yeah. Day
Oh
3.
my God. I was totally unleashed. I mean, yes, walking on the fire was just like amazing. And that process, the Dickens process, it just like took me to another place. And I said, like, who is this guy? Like, I want to know what he knows. So I went to the product booth. I ordered every single program, book, CD, DVD he has ever created. The people at the product booth, they were looking at me as if I'm like crazy. because, you know, they had to send like a very big box, and then they had to mail it to me to my apartment. I couldn't, I mean, basically carry them with me. So they had to mail it. And years and years, I studied Tony Robbins. And back then there was no MP3. Can you believe it, Moses? Like in 2011, there was no MP3s. He didn't have it. So it was all CDs and DVDs.
Yeah,
and
I know.
Seriously, every night I would watch the DVDs, I would listen to the CDs, and I would just stop, pause, take action, write, and go back and listen. So I literally reprogrammed my mind with a lot of Tony Robbins. So all of the things that the personal power, the ultimate edge, the relationship program, the creating lasting change, whatever he has, I like, it's inside of me. I like swallowed them.
That's great.
And that's how I was unleashed. Like, really, it's not enough for you to go walk on the fire. You got to do the homework. So I have done my homework, and I love Tony Robbins because after doing all of those homeworks, here is what I have changed. One, it's shocking, but I was a social smoker before UPW. Okay. And since that day, since 2011, never touched it. Okay. No more. That's not going to happen. No smoking. And before UPW in 2011, I also loved Diet Coke. So I would wake up, and before eating anything, I would grab a can of Diet Coke and I would just drink it. Oh my God. Since that day, did not touch it. Not only Diet Coke, but anything with like acidic drinks, like any, even like juices, like raspberry juice or whatever. I am not doing it. So I stopped it. Number three, the way I am eating, the way I created a relationship with food has changed massively, massively. And I am much healthier, and I have much more vitality because I understand food and I have a different relationship. And the most importantly, number four, I actually decided that I was going to teach NLP when I was on UPW stage on day 4. You know, on Sunday, you go to the stage and you dance. So that was the day at UPW with Tony Robbins. After I went onto the stage, and then after I saw everybody in front of me, like thousands of people, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So he gets to touch all of these lives, and look at that. So it just had me a nourishing moment. At that moment, I had a nourishing moment, and then I decided that I was going to do this at UPW. So many gains. So I love Tony Robbins. He not only changed me like as a way of being, but also reminded me that this was my purpose.
Yeah. And how did he impact you in your business?
Ooh. Well, since I decided that I was going to do this as a business, so basically Richard Bandler was the first encountering for me, knowing what NLP is and how it just shows us the way we think, the way we communicate. And then I saw how NLP was applied in coaching, in relationships, in business with Tony Robbins. So the way he impacted my business, he showed me how to implement NLP actually. And so he kind of like was my first mentor. Like when I was listening to the CDs and watching the DVDs, reading the books that he created, that was my business, Moses. It was going to be my business. My business was going to be studying being a human. And he showed me the way. He was my guru. He's my guru, not guru. He was my mentor. He showed me the way. He was my first teacher. And of course, it just took to another level when I first went to the Business Mastery in 2015. So Business Mastery, because it is about mastering your business, it gave me a wider perspective of understanding what a business is, and if I am an artist or not, you know, at core. So I look at Tony Robbins and it just blows my mind. Like, how can one person create that empire and make an impact and elevate the consciousness of humanity? Just one person, actually. So because of him, we have a better world, and that inspires me a lot. And that is more important to me actually than the business. But of course, for the business side, it has actually, I had my own moments with Tony in London in Business Mastery. So moment meaning I was up talking the first day. So, and anybody watching who attended 2016 Business Master, they're going to remember Shiny just, you know, talking to Tony all day, and Tony was speaking on me. We had a great moment. So he gave me a big hug. We talked, and he just gave me a big standing ovation. And, you know, he said to everyone that, you know, I was a good example. And then he also told me to my face, this lady is going to kick ass in business. That's what he said. And that still sticks with me, Moses, still today. He is a person who understands business. And then he saw something in me. And then he said that to me. He's going to kick ass in business. So that motivation, that inspiration, like on top of what I have learned at Business Mastery, is still today with me. And I always go back to it whenever I need some extra motivation, extra push. I just, you know, play the movie of that beautiful moment with Tony Robbins from Business Mastery.
That's great. That's great. And would you recommend to our audience to come and attend Business Mastery?
Of course, of course. I mean, no doubt about it. It's a must. If you are a business owner, you have to be there. It's not like, oh, maybe. You have to be there, because business is 20% strategy, but 80% psychology. And if you understand your own psychology, if you master your own psychology, then you will able to go implement the strategy. And Business Mastery is where you can learn both. So it's a must.
Okay, thank you so much. And what are your immediate future plans?
Immediate future plans, as you know, I'm coming to London for my Neuroshine technology training.
Yes, and I'm there. I'm there. How many stars? What's the record of stars you had with your students? The record of stars.
I'll bring a lot of stars, Moses, for, you know.
Yeah, because I will have so many shiny moments. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So my immediate plan is, one of them is to come to London for the first time ever. I'm coming to London. And I have a lot of Tony Robbins, actually, platinum partners coming to my Neuroshine technology training because, you know, they understand the power of it. Instead of just going and learning NLP somewhere else and going and learning and becoming a coach
Sorry. Just a quick question. So yeah. You're just telling me that the platinum members, just for our audience, the platinum members are that elite of students who are ready to invest over 100,000 pounds a year just to go around and be close to Tony in all his events and in 3 special intimate meetings across the globe with Tony Robbins. So you're telling me right now that this kind of people who have the chance to be so close to Tony are coming at your course?
Yes.
Wow. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, thank you. Yes. You're right. Actually, we need to highlight this because it's important. It really is important because these are the souls who understand learning is growing is the way to become more, to achieve more. And these are the people who understand NLP is powerful and they want to learn NLP and then they want to become more. And of course, they want to learn it from somebody that they can trust. And I am so thrilled that I get to be the person who they chose to come and learn from. And that's why I'm very, very excited. And I am also very honored that I will have high quality people and students and souls in my training.
That's
Like yourself,
amazing.
Moses.
That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Like yourself. So it's gonna happen. I'm coming on the, I'm coming first. I'm going to Business Mastery,
Yeah.
there. And then after Amsterdam, on June 28th, we're gonna start the training, the Shine Technology training on June 28th. And then we're gonna go all the way 29th and 30th, and then we're gonna take a break, 1-day break, because you will experience the brain is gonna be active so much, so we're gonna need a break so that we don't get a brain fright. So we're gonna continue on July 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So those are the days, and it's going to be at Holiday Inn London Kensington Forum Hotel. It's going to be held at that hotel, and it's going to be from 10 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. every day of the 7 days. So that's the part of big plan for my London training with my Shine Technology. And again, it comes with 3 international certifications: NLP NLP practitioner certification, motivational coach certification, and Shine Technology practitioner certification.
Wow. It's worth more than a master's degree.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you
An
will
MBA.
absolutely learn more about yourself and psychology and communication and behaviors and strategies than you will learn anywhere else. I mean, totally.
All right. And for our audience, I'm gonna put this video, and then just below this video, you can find the link. Just click on it and you can get more info about this course. You can even get directly in touch with Shiny. She's also an amazing coach. And then on the other hand, you can get all the details on how to program and see where you can come in London. Okay, I would recommend you. Me, myself, I'm gonna be there as a student. Okay, so I'll also catch some moments and I'll share with you what's going on. Okay, and we can have also some direct live interviews at the course, and I will show you my personal progress, and then you yourself will see the progress and how I'm improving my communication with you guys. And Shiny, I just really want to thank you so much. And just, guys, the link below, just click on it. You can have all the details about Shiny, and you can follow her on all her social media pages and her website. So just to remind you the dates, guys, it's going to be 28th June to 15th of July in London. For the very first time, Shiny herself is in the house.
Totally.
And for all of you guys, we're going to catch up back in the next interview. And I just want to remind you, if you want to know more about business mastery and take your business to a different level, you can just also follow me on LinkedIn, and then click on the link I'm going to put below, and you can book a coaching session where I'll go through a quick process to identify if business mastery is the right seminar and how it can impact and help you go from your point A to your point B. So for the time being, we've done. So greetings from London and greetings from LA with Shiny.
Yes.
And thank you so much. Thank you so much. And
keep shining.
Yeah, keep shining. And I wish all of you to live your life with passion. And I add on, I wish you an outstanding life, the life you deserve. Ciao, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.